JT bus in a long time. I'm going over to Weehawken just for the hell of it. It's a beautiful day. But never let it be said that the Port Authority is anything but a depressing pit hall. Penn Station is worse, but still, Port Authority just can't seem to shake. Can't seem to shake its pit hole stature. So I made it over to Weehawken. I think it was less than 10 minutes from Port Authority. $7 round trip. All right, that's that triangular building. I think that one is called Big. That's one of the coolest buildings I think that's gone up in a long time. I even applied for a place there, but it was sold out almost immediately. I'll zoom in on the triangular building that I'm talking about when it comes back into view. It's just some really nice houses out here. Maybe a little ornate, but that's okay. Oh wow, I think I see a payphone already. It's like a form of Tourette's. Okay, just the pedestal. Not sure what street this is. I think it's Highbridge Terrace. No way to know what company owned this one, left this one behind. There's the building I believe is called Big. I remember when this was going up, a lot of people were impressed by it. I've never had any problem with where I live now, but I did want, for a brief spell at least, I wanted badly to live in that building, but it didn't work out. It's quite a Manhattan skyline view. Let's see what else awaits. Can't beat this view of Manhattan. Somebody left their graduation pictures here. Maybe they'll come back for them. So as usual, I don't really know where I'm going. I looked up online enough to know that I could get a bus here and that it was quick and cheap. I just saw some stairs that would lead down to the bottom of this cliff, but it looked like a lot of stairs. So I'll stay on this relatively placid path for now. That one's a beauty. Look at the light fixtures, though. Probably not supposed to be lit during the day, but what can you do? Oh, and look at this. It's another one. Another free little library. Or a little free library. Let's see what's in it. Japanese for fun. Let's see what we learn here. The sex predator is a chikan. The stalker is a sutoka. An ex-girlfriend is a motokano. All good to know, right? The Devil in the White City. I've been reading a book about Wall Street. About the guys who built a dedicated fiber connection between Chicago and New York for the purpose of shaving milliseconds off of trading times, off of transactions. Pretty entertaining book, actually. Regardless of what you might think of Wall Street, it's a good read about so far it's been the logistics of getting that fiber laid down and going through all these cities and townships and getting permissions and people being paranoid and skeptical. That's what I'm reading lately, by the way. That's all I meant with that aside. Let's see who this is. Looks like Paderewski from the side, but I doubt that's who this is. Jose Marti. Progress and prosperity. Excel on the Hudson. I bet you the next building is PowerPoint. I think I've developed an eye for these things as sharply as I have an eye for old payphones. Let's see what's in this one. Glow 15. Here's a big spiral bound. Well, that's funny. I was just talking about Excel and PowerPoint. Wow, that's a big fat book. Introductory Office 2010. This is a curious looking, intriguing looking one. Die Maker's Data. Techniques for shop sketching. I thought it was going to be a diary. Somebody's handwritten diary. What is a hug? Don't know the answer to that, but I sure could use one. Yeah, right. Not these days. And I'm fine with that. A Foal For You. What's this? Is this like Bambi? Withdrawn from some library, I assume. Here is a foal for you, a baby horse just born. Her mother stays very near. Well, that looks like an easy read. I guess that's a children's book. Dye method. Oh, it's another dye methods book. The Problems and Progress of International Organization. Wow, that sounds boring. That looks like a textbook. Preventive Diplomacy as an Approach to Peace. I'll leave that for someone else. I'm not sure what street this is at this moment, but took a little detour over from JFK to... I don't know, I don't see a street sign yet, but now we're talking. I think I'm going to take this road most of the way back from where I got here. No way to know who left this one behind. Once I figure out the street name, 5909 is the street address. Looks like the remains of the metal pipe that secured the landline. Maybe that wire is a trace of it. This is JFK and 65th. JFK East and 65th. Working from home, search engines. Well, I remember this series. Alta Vista, remember that? Lycos, I think, is still around, but I think it goes to Yahoo now. Or maybe not, I don't know, who cares? More ancient software manuals, WordPerfect 6.1. Is the floppy disk included? It is. I purchased a USB floppy disk reader. Had to buy like 3 of them because they crap out so easily. The great news, this is the New Testament. Printed such that virtually nobody can read it. And it's an interesting collection. The Camel Club, Herman Hesse, wow. Oh wait, that's not who I thought it was. Douglas Adams. Built-in heat pay. Oh, somebody threw out all their internet how-to books. Turning trash into cold hard cash. Actually, the only thing I've ever taken from one of these was a stack of Broadway musical sheet music. And I returned it because the books weren't very good. They weren't really very good arrangements. That's the only thing I've ever taken from one of these. I don't really collect print matter anymore. Somebody was trying to get rich easy with all these make money off of trash books and how to buy auction property cheap and use your internet auctions to make a lot of money. Yeah, somebody had a bookshelf of internet books. Here's a very busy parking meter. I think I saw one like this in, might have been Hoboken. Not exactly like this, but these take dollar coins. I think a lot of parking meters do, though. You got your full keypad. In modern times, there, as far as I know, there was only ever one payphone that took dollar coins, and that was the TCC Teleplex Internet payphone, which I was out on the streets for a long time. I don't think it ever got the credit or respect it deserved for being a successful innovation in that realm, but I seem to have crossed over into Guttenberg. Okay, got one at Park Avenue and 69th Street. And it looks like a NewTel. Probably dead. Indeed. NDT. Look at all those toll-free numbers you can call, or could have called. Something I keep thinking I should do, I never remember, is to see if the coins just float, go all the way through, and I'll sacrifice a nickel for the cause. Because when the phone is decommissioned, it's supposed to automatically spit the change out. It didn't do it. And I'm not getting my money back. Wonder how much money is in this thing from people who dropped a coin in before listening for a dial tone. This is as far back as I can get. Looks like that landline is just kind of hanging out there. I guess that's what that is. Maybe that's a sign that this thing will come back to life someday. Here's another possibility of a paste-on pedestal pass. This could have been, I don't know though, this could have been something else. Or maybe this. They're both perfectly reasonable possibilities. This is Hudson Avenue and what's the street? 55th in West New York. That last one was in Guttenberg. This one, now I'm in West New York. And that last one so far is the only fully intact phone. Oh, and by the way, when I said that a decommissioned payphone is supposed to spit the coins out, that assumes, of course, that the payphone was deliberately put out of service because of a malfunction. That phone looks like it was just left to rot and left to collect nickels like mine. So when I get home, maybe I'll get on that Street View again and see if there were ever PPTs here, public pay telephones. I see another one. I thought the Andry Grocery was the Angry Grocery. We'll get an angry ham sandwich. Fully intact. Another NewTel. There's a collect and calling card plug I don't recall seeing. Nothing doing. NDT. Although I have learned to listen for several seconds, because sometimes it can take that long for a dial tone to show up or to sound. Let's see what happens with this one. With my sacrificial nickel. Man, that's cold. Sometimes the touch tones will work. Nothing else does. Nope. No pulse whatsoever. Does look like the landline is still intact. I guess that's what that is. Okay, I had to wait a good long while for that woman to clear the way for me. Another NewTel. The fact that they're all NewTel does kind of get monotonous. I think I know what awaits me. Nothing. Silence. The void. The sonic void. Here again, I see the landline still seems to be present. That last one was Park Avenue, by the way, right where it merges with Broadway. Look at this sucker. Verizon, left to rot by the telco giant. as I was zooming in, the battery ran out on my camera. Oh well. This is also Park Avenue. And I seem to have lost track again of where I am. Is this Union City or Weehawken? I guess it doesn't. I don't know. Just Park and 43rd Street. That's exactly where it is. Oh, I'm tempted to pry that one out. I have a drawer full of some of these cards. I probably shouldn't say that, but when they started really pulling the payphones out in big numbers, I collected some souvenirs, including these cards, some of these, some little signs on top. I even found a touch-tone keypad that had fallen to the ground. I have that in a drawer somewhere. So I don't know. I don't know what the number was on this one, so let's see if I can determine whether it was ever listed on my website or not. And here I am on Park again, this time at 37th Street. And that last one was Weehawken, by the way. This one is too. I got confused because I saw, or at least I think I saw, a store called Union City something. And that made me think I was in Union again, but that's the other direction. I don't... And this is obviously... mutilated and eviscerated. Is that the right word? Eviscerated? Maybe not. Sounds good though. How does Verizon get away with this? I can sort of see nobody bothering to go after NewTel, but anybody with an interest in street furniture and decorum, you'd think would make a stink about something like this. It's been probably 11 years since this thing last worked.